Hello everyone, if you're just joining us on the stream, I am Luminous and I am doing a coaching session. This is still very new on the works, so don't treat it anything like crazy. If you're watching it on the archive or whatever else, this is where I kind of just host a game with the live viewers. They play in it, they probably are listening as well, so shout out to you guys that are playing, and of course our live viewers out there. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, this is gonna be a pub game, and we're gonna just talk about it. So last time we went over like things like skill builds, mechanics, etc. Pretty good change of pace, if you will. Casting pro games, like, oh man, look at the positioning, look at all this stuff. But pub games, I think in public games, skill builds and item builds are so much more important. I mean, obviously positioning is still the most important thing in the game. But sometimes if you have, a rapier and a Aegis, positioning doesn't matter too much in a situation like this. Or if you have good item builds like Force Staff, or you have, good skilling of blinks when necessary, then you could be out of position and get back in position quickly. Anyways, let's look what we got. We got a Vengeful Spirit, a Stealth Assassin, a Sven, the most useless hero in the game, a Morphling, and a Queen of Pain. The lanes are going to be horrible. But hey, this is a public game, so what do you expect? Meanwhile, we have Drow Ranger, a Lycanthrope. Lycanthrope clearly doing his wolf trick a little bit too late. Storm Sphere on the mid, and then it's gonna be a Lesh and a Windrunner on the bot lane. Very interesting. So right from the get-go, let's look at the jungling build here from our Lycanthrope friend. A lot of guides would write, oh yeah, jungling with Lycan, get a Ring of Basilius and 2 Clarities. No, that's not how you jungle. In fact, the quickest jungling build is, yes, getting a Quelling Blade, maybe not 3 Clarities. I generally go for Quelling Blades, Tango, Ring of Protection, and then a couple of GG branches. And then you upgrade to Ring of Basilius as soon as possible, bring Clarity to yourself whenever necessary. And, that Quelling Blade makes such a big difference early on. You're giving yourself, pretty big damage. Of course, the +2 armor does make your wolf tank a little bit, tank a little bit more, but it doesn't matter too much, to be honest. Anyways, that's the jungle Lycan build, item build, if you will. Looks like Queen of Pain random, so she did start with bottle and a couple of tangles and whatever else. Stormster is saving for a quick bottle. Looks like he's got some decent last hits. He's got 5 last hits, so very nice. He's gonna get his bottle now. So for the most part, even with the Queen of Pain's last hits, pretty much both players lasting very decently. Meanwhile, let's look at what we have here. Ooh, this is a ward that, of course, is that misplaced? I do believe that was misplaced, or it might have been placed after these guys are spawned. Obviously, I don't want to be giving away the ward positions in case that our Vengeful Spirit friend is listening. So a big tip to these 2 heroes that are laning against a solo Morphling. In a situation like this where the enemy support is not around, don't let the Morphling farm. I'll be saying, well, Morphling's a range hero, could stay back and whatever else, and that might be difficult. Yes, it is difficult, but for example, if you guys were watching the situation, the Morphling was here, let's say the creeps are there, and then the enemy heroes are there, right? Or the 2 600 range heroes are there. Imagine, can you guys picture it? Like Morphling here, creeps here, and then the heroes here, These heroes could just move their butt, like right here, and basically wedge themselves between the Morphling and then the creep wave. In that situation, Morphling can't even go near the creeps. You can actually even force him away from EXP range. Ooh, Vengeful Spirit. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication, but they are going to get the kill, I think. Yeah. Very nicely played. Vengeful Spirit picked up that kill. And Morphling could go for another wave form, pop your Clarity. No. If you do, you could, yeah, a couple more mana, chase. If he popped his Clarity, would have been able to wave As that stuff. That was one more kill. Just pointing out. Meanwhile, we had a first blood going on in the top lane. Don't matter too much. Don't matter. Don't matter. Or did it happen mid? You don't even know. Yeah, it happened mid. Stormster somehow got a first blood against a Quap? Not sure what happened there.
You are simply not worthy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. For those of you guys are new to Storm Spirit play and is wondering why does he have such an odd skill build, here's the reason why. And of course, you go for Remnant 1, Overload at 2, Vortex at 3, 4, 5. And the reason you go Vortex at 3, 4, 5, you need at least 3 levels of Electric Vortex to be able to cast Remnant and then pull them back into the Remnant. Level 2 Vortex will not do it. So, of course, you pick up your ultimate at 6, and then you actually go back to Remnant. Again, level 3 is the bare minimum that you'll need. And once you have enough, you actually want to max out your Remnant, because that's the real damage dealer. Conversely, there might be some situation that you actually max Remnant first, especially if you're up against melee heroes, but generally you're not. So this is kind of the most standard build for our Storm Spirit friend. So we are approaching the 6-minute mark, and if you guys haven't been watching too many of my coaching sessions, and haven't, where's the Stormbolt, Magic Missile, Magic Missile, Magic Missile, Magic Missile. Which, by the way, these wolf not really being microed. I don't think that's. Yeah. It's nice try. Nice try. Anyways, as I was saying, we are approaching the 6-minute mark, and 6-minute mark is very, very important thing. Very, very important for 3 different reasons. Reason number 1, very obvious, the wards are running out, because wards last for 6 minutes, and generally they place it just before the horn sounds. Reason number 2, 6-minute is when the nighttime is happening, so that's darkness, makes ganking a little bit easier. Reason number 3, 6-minute is an even minute mark. That means a rune is spawning. So when all those 3 things add together, the 6-minute mark is a very magical time to go gank. Which these wards, they are running out. So somehow these 2 melee lane was actually being able to handle themselves decently against this solo Drow Ranger. Here we go. Stormster is gonna waltz into position, use a lot of mana, takes a stun. Oh, there's a 2-man silence. That's pretty big. And now the target's gonna switch. Orb walk, orb walk, orb walk. No orb walk. Drow Ranger, no boots. Just a level 1. Level 1 Frost Arrow, if you guys are wondering, is literally useless to be used as anything other than a harass. The only thing it's actually good for is being able to attack. Ooh, nice blink here from the Self-Assassin. The only thing that's useful is being able to attack without drawing creep aggro. That's it. If you actually want to slow down hero with it, the slow from the level 1 Frost Arrow is just not enough. I have no idea why Ring of Aquila is upgraded. Drow Ranger simply does not need any mana regeneration. Yeah, her mana is very low, but that's after casting a whole bunch of Frost Arrows and Silence. If you're thinking about it, that was 500 gold in that Ring of Aquila. That really went down the drain. That could have been a very early boots. So, not a big fan of Ring of Aquila on Drow Ranger. Anyways, yeah, 6-minute mark in. Looks like we have a reward here. And checking the runes. Kubo, by the way, if you haven't watched last game, if you didn't tune in for the last game, played a very, very nice ganking hero, Furion. Kubo shows that he knows what's up. He knows how to play the early ganking stage very well. Actively checking for runes. Last game he was ganking, very well coordinated with his teammates. He's gonna pick up a kill by himself. Drow Ranger now getting some harass from the Ricky. Actually gonna trade hits. I'm not too sure whether I like this choice. Ugh. Not too sure where the bull realized that he is trying to shoot up against a yeah, I wouldn't chase him off the lane. I wouldn't chase him under the tower range. I would chase him off the lane and then farm. Yeah, it worked out really nice until he decides to tower dive. But Bo, again, I was trying to say, not sure if Bo realized that he was shooting against a self-assassin that had Support Man Shield, which does block 20 incoming damage each and every hit. That's pretty big. I think self-assassin did drop the ball there, but not too much of a big deal. Making mistakes early on is not going to cost you that much. Sven, the most useless hero in the game, is going for a very standard build. Take Stormbolt whenever, or Stormhammer as you call it, whenever you can. You get 1 level of stats for more casting, and then of course you take a level of Warcry. You don't actually level up Warcry because really you want it for the bonus speed, movement speed. The armor, I mean, it's nice, but it's not worth leveling up because it is like the same constant 12% speed throughout. And yeah. And of course, he is a very mana intensive hero, so getting that stat is very important. You don't get the cleave till much later because you don't want to be pushing the creep wave inadvertently and things like that. Looks like Storm Spirit. Uh-oh, it's gonna take a... Ooh, oh, that's gonna be close. Storm Spirit lives by the skin of his teeth. Had Strength Crest up. That was the difference maker there. And Queen of Pain, unable to pick up that kill, but was able to pick up Lesh, so that's decent enough. I think the dive is pretty comfortable though, because they have a Lycanthrope, they have a Drow Ranger who's, you know, feeding right now, or not feeding, but getting forced off the lane. Don't make this mistake again. That's fine. That's fine. Force Drow Ranger off the lane. That's as good as killing her, because guess what? She ain't farming. Meanwhile, Sven, Stormbolt? No Stormbolt. That's cool. But yes, sometimes you don't need to kill the enemy carry. Make sure that she's not getting any EXP or gold. That's, you know, even better. Drow Ranger, yeah, I'm not sure if that's gonna work out. So Drow Ranger either needs some ganks, or she's not gonna have any farm. Yep. I mean, I think the Radiant side is very comfortable with leaving Ricky by himself here. Maybe you want to drop a ward, but for the most part, unless the enemy team is making an active ganking party for the Ricky, I think the Radiant squad could focus on pushing the mid lane, pushing the bot lane, and then inadvertently drawing more attention to the mid towers and bot towers, and then less support for the Drow Ranger. But by sending more supports up to the top lane like this, that means the enemy teams don't have to defend against mid, don't have to defend against bot, and that means they could send their supports up on the top lane. It really slows down the game for you, especially when you have a lane that you could have won without the support in the first place. I hope that made sense. It definitely made sense in my mind. Yeah, it looks like we're sending more and more people up on the top lane, and guess what? Ricky is definitely not able to farm in this situation. Meanwhile, Drow Ranger didn't have any farm in before, so any farm that she gets now is bonus. So generally we don't have time to talk about things like these in a professional game, because it's generally more important to talk about item choices and farm and things like that. But in a game like this where it's a little bit slower, kind of a bold move for Ricky to be scouting this, because you never know if there's a Sentry Ward being dropped down. I guess, again, in a lower level pub game, you don't, you know, oh, nice silence on 2. Are we going to hit a stun? No, we're not. So that's, we have a lot of spell being thrown, and like, none of those spells hit more than 2 targets or 1 target. But it's good, it's good. We got a kill, another kill on Bench. Bench is quite farmed. I wonder where she's going to be going next. As a support, one of the many reasons I love to play support is because you have so many choices in terms of item. It's going to be an urn, is it going to be a drum, is it going to be a medallion, is it going to be a force staff? I mean, you listed, there's just so many item combinations. Is it going to be Wraithman for some damage? Is it going to be a Arcane Boots Rush? Is it going to be good awards? Is it going to be smoke? As a support, man, you have versatility. Not like a Sven, you know, or well, Sven is a support. Okay, not like an anti-mage. Okay, what I go now? Oh, Battlefield. Oh, Treads. Oh, Manta? I mean, you get the same thing every game, but you know, we supports. Meanwhile, Sven is really like a melee creep that stuns, because damn, don't even have boots yet. Is he been dying? I guess he has been dying. Let's see. No, it's only 0-1. I guess he doesn't have any creep kills. Nor has he really has a lot of assists to show for. So I guess he's poor. And obviously he's not going to try to take Morphling CS, is he? I hope he's not. I hope he's not. He's just whacking the creeps. Okay. Oh, will he be feeding? Are we gonna see a good power shot? Power shot? Power shot? One hit away? Oh, come on. Shapeshift? No shapeshift just yet. Medallion Courage Vlad is finished. He got the Aegis as well. Sven dies. Morphling dies. And the tower will be dying soon too. So, very, very good job done by Dire. Yeah, Sven is not... Let me tell you this. Sven is not going to be useful at all for the remainder of the game. Aside from maybe, if you count his Stormhammer having the ability to counter push. Aside from that, he's going to be literally useless. Not because the player is good or bad, not because of anything like that. Just because the hero sucks. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it. And meanwhile, Dire taking full advantage of the situation that they got two of the best pushers in the game. It's gonna mow down the creep wave. To be honest, they gonna go on high ground. Not that they're gonna Rax it, but they're definitely gonna do some damage to that tower. But they're gonna back off. Very, very safe. And that was about 500 extra gold for each and every hero. And Drow Ranger able to pick up her Boots of Elven Skin. No magic wand. I guess that's okay. I guess that's okay. Meanwhile, looks like the Windrunner able to pick up quite a bit of item as well. Phase boot on Lesh. Interesting. Generally, phase boot very seldomly purchased. No one teleported top. Queen of Pain literally, by the way, was up here for a minute and 30 seconds or so. No one came up here via teleport or walking. This is not a good ward that was just dropped. The reason being so, can I go to Sentinel Vision? No, I can't. I can't switch to Vision. Let's watch this team fight. Hey, what do you know? Sven. Anyways, reason that this ward is not very good ward, yeah, it's going to allow you to see the important parts, which is this. But if you just place it like just a little bit up to the north, you'll see this as well. And, you know, getting extra vision is never bad. You're not going to lose too much vision over here, so don't worry about that. And I think we're starting to see the weakness of the Radiant lineup against the Dire lineup. They simply don't have counter push. And anytime that the Dire feels that they're confident enough to just walk straight in for the tier 2 towers, they could go for it. And go for the tier 1 tower at the top. We'll see what they do. Anyways, I was talking about the Lesh phase boots. Generally not a... I mean, it's a good item to get for the mobility, obviously. I'm just always very worried about his survivability. Arcane boost is generally gone because he's a pushing hero, and also he helps his team push. So the Arcane boost is very helpful in that regard. But if you watch... what's his name? If you watch the Baus guide to Lesh... Which channel is it on? It seems it escapes my mind. I think if you YouTube search the Baus guys to Lesh, that was the recommended boots. To get the... Oh, courier, not gonna feed! Meanwhile, Lycan is gonna die, but he has the... Ooh. They getting the kills. Anyways, if you're watching the Baus guide to Lesh, phase boot was the boots of choice for that guy because of the mobility. Again, I've seen more arcane boots than in pro games. Treads maybe on the support Lesh. But phase, I mean, phase is the best boots in the game, right? So obviously. I do like the item choice here. Dota2 cast, thank you. Dota2 cast. Baus guy. Anyways, Stormstrait is going for this item, which I really like. Not a really good item if you're behind, but if you're winning, a very, very good item. Because I have to talk about the item. I have to say the item's name. to continue in this discussion. Yes, Radiant players, Stormster is gonna be going for Orchid. Here's your hacks, and the reason why Orchid is so good on Stormster is because Stormster's ultimate, the mana cost of that ultimate, is a percentage of your mana pool. So getting intelligence item is actually not that good for Stormster. Now let me finish my sentence before you go crazy on me. Boda, by the way, definitely need to. What? Why no blink?
Without consequence.
What? What? How did she live through that? I'm flabbergasted. That's blasphemous. Hey, Sven's got boot now. Anyways, what was I talking about? I was talking about Stormster's Orchid. His ultimate's mana cost is based on a percentage of your mana pool. So intelligence items actually don't do too much. I mean, they increase your mana pool, sure, but then that means your ultimate's gonna take more mana to cast. So it's actually very good to have an item that doesn't increase your mana pool by too much, but in return gives you a whole bunch of regeneration. And that's exactly what Orchid gives you, aside from the silence, aside from the attack speed. It gives you a lot of regeneration and not too much intelligence. So again, you're keeping your mana pool relatively small, so each zip of your ultimate doesn't take too much mana, but you're regenerating a lot of it very quickly. So that is a cool thing. And Stormster is one of those few heroes that you can actually leave your treads on strength. You don't have to strength trap. You don't have to tread swap to save yourself the big bulk of the mana. So a bit of a basic Stormster mechanic. Radiant was able to pick up a kill. Much thanks to the smoke being popped on the Sven. Always like to see smoke being used in a public game. I feel like it's a very underused item. Anytime you get a smoke, that generally means one kill, and depending on the situation in the game, that also means a tower kill. Most of the time, and I just believe it's so very underused. Come on, right click, Queen of Pain, Jesus! Oh my god. And I have no idea why Stormster did nothing there. Okay, I guess they just, yeah, they don't like. I think Storm could have got the kill on the Quab. Not too sure what happened. That was not a World Dota TP. Yeah, not sure what that was about. Anyways, let's quickly check out how we're doing in terms of items. It's F5. Okay. Yeah, very standard item for the most part, except the Desolator on the. I think Lycan was trying very hard to hide his items. He's keeping it on the stash. He's definitely trying to hide an item because he has an Ironwood branch and But I just blew it for him, right? Get at me, son.
So winded now.
Desolator in this case, I think it's decent. Oddly, I'm saying this, but Lycan seems to be having trouble surviving. He has 2 deaths. There is some stuns coming his way, Magic Missile, Stormhammer, stuff like this. I guess it's okay. He's. I really think the Dire Side is effing with Drow. I really think so. They're farming in their lane. They're not saving him. Yeah. Oh man. Hey, this is a pub. Don't really approve of bigotry. Bigotry and diggotry? The dick moves? Don't really approve of being a dick, but hey, it's a pub, so what do you know? Kupo, trying to be a hero, but obviously he did not play Final Fantasy series, where Kupo is just a small thing and just feeds. Anyone watching that played Final Fantasy Tactics? Yeah? Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, sorry. Because there's a fight going on. But I think talking about Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Oh my god! That ultimate just killed it like. Yeah, this is why I'm like, I'm not sure about getting the Desolator. Like, the dude's having trouble surviving. I'm not sure getting more plus damage and not survivability item would help. Stealth Assassin somehow lived. The Aegis, where did it end up? Man, I should actually talk about the game. I should actually watch the game, huh? Stormseer got the Aegis. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good for the Radiant side. Anyways, I was talking about Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. If you guys haven't played that game, it is a very old game, but it's a very good game. But one thing I've noticed about Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, so you got 5 races. You got the humans, which are like the most versatile efforts. You know, they are every race. They're warriors, they're casters, they do everything. And then you got like the elves. The elves are like they're specialized in afflicting status, or they got some AoE stuff. You know, so that they're like, you know, jack of all trades kind of thing. You got the dragoons, I think they were called. And then they're like the muscle. They're like the tank, the warriors. They, you know, the melee things, and they hit really hard and do stuff like that. And then you got the Kubo, who just doesn't do anything. Yeah, that was a long story talking about Kubo, which is blue. I have no idea whether it came from Final Fantasy or not. Anyways. Lincoln Sphere on Morphling. I think that is a horrible item choice. If you're listening, Morphling, it is a horrible item choice. And if the Morphling is not listening, Morphling's teammates tell him it's a horrible item choice. Let's look at what spell that will block from the Radiant side, from the Dire side. It will block a Shackle Shot, and it will block a Electric Vortex. That's mother effing it! You're gonna spend 5k for like plus 20 damage? Plus 30, whatever minuscule amount of damage. It does give you nice regeneration, I'll give you that. But for the most part, it's a pretty horrible item choice in this game. And damn, this wolf! What is this, MithTrust versus Orange? Radiant is pulling a MithTrust over here. And I don't know, man. I guess you guys start giving that Drow Ranger some farm, because you're gonna need it. Don't think Lycan's gonna carry you guys all the way. Freaking MithTrust over here. Mad carry it up with ganks and such. Anyways, so there might be the arguments like, hey, but Luminous, there is an Orchid coming our way, and you know, it blocks the Orchid. Yeah, that's a pretty bad argument, because if you have a Mantis style, well, that effectively blocks the Orchid as well. So, I think that is just a poor item choice. I think Mantis style is the item to get here. Or maybe go for EB. EB isn't bad against heroes such as Lycanthrope or Drow Ranger, for the fact that you prevent them from attacking. And this Ricky is carrying the game. We did see like a... What? I was gonna say, we did see a 4k gold lead here for the Dire side, but now, with all those successful ganks, is, you know, Radiant lead now. And then I look at the gold chart, it's like, what? Yeah, okay, I'm not sure how the Dire side is still in this game in terms of gold. Oh my god, Queen of Pain! That ultimate was painful to watch. Pun fully intended. Oh my god, Shackle Shot is painful to watch as well, man! Yo, best spell in the game! That's why. Oh. Kupo trying to do some hero move. Meanwhile, Ricky picks up a double. For the love of God, is anyone getting detection on the Dire squad? Finally, Winram decides to do so. That ain't enough, man. That ain't enough. Because that Ricky, he's got like 8 kills. Is that 8 kills? Am I over exaggerating? No, he's got like 4 kills. 1 for each Purge Blade charge that he used. Is he going to do one more? And Lycanthrope is dying. Lycanthrope getting out carried by a Ricky Maru. Yeah, I do believe that Dire is in a little bit of trouble, and I do believe this growth chart is like broken. It's going back up. That team fight looked really nice for the Dire, because that's Shaco Shot, and that Ricky cannot allow him to do this. Uh-oh. 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 Playing the Jaw theme. And like every Dire player on the listening to stream is like, oh. Doon doon. Doon doon. Doon. The name is so applicable here. So applicable. Anyways, we see, the Morphling's actually dealing fairly decent damage because he does have really nice levels and whatnot. The Lincoln Sphere is an item that gets increasingly better, or at least that's how I like to think about it. It gets increasingly better as you get more and more item, because that 20-second Lincoln Sphere block, I mean, as you get more items, you survive longer, and you get more chances to get more than one proc off in a fight. And if you could block 2 stuns with an item, then that's really decent. I'm starting to see why the Drow Ranger has a Ring of Aquila, because she'd be spamming that silence like a boss. Every time she sees just silence and right click silence, it's not bad. It's not bad. Generally, you leave silence just at level 1 and you get stats. Sometimes you even leave the Frost Arrow at level 1 and you get stats. So if she have done so, that's 6 more stats, which makes her a very survivable hero in that nature. Looks like she's gonna go for Yasha into a Helm of Dominator, very standard build. If she could find a farm, that is. Seems like her teammate's not very negotiable in terms of getting that far. Meanwhile, Ricky is tired of killing people, so he's gonna be killing creeps and whatever else. As a Ricky player, if you're going down to your diffusal blade charges very, very low, don't be afraid to upgrade. It's actually, in fact, very, very good to upgrade diffusal blade on Ricky. That's more agility for your backstaff. That's 8 more charge of your purge blade. Pretty decent stuff. So Lycanthrope, okay, it's got the Desolator finish, got the Medallion Courage finish, and a Vlad's finish. I think this is why BKB is generally more preferred, because it actually helps you survive, and survivability generally equals free right clicks, which means more survivability because Vlad's and stuff like that. Which, by the way, that's some sick ganking. If one SA roaming in the enemy jungle isn't enough, then you send SA plus a Morphling replicate of the SA. They both, travel as a pack in Viz, and then they go gank together. Morphling comes in. Yeah, that's borderline unfair if you think about it. Uh-oh. 3 hits. Oh, it's like, hey, Windrunner, welcome. Welcome to this gank. That's 2 kills. And he's almost ran out of range. That's a little bit unfortunate. Now, in Dota 1 mechanic, I do believe you could self-purge dust off of yourself. I think. And I do not know at all for Dota 2 mechanic. Where do you do that? Anyone know? Because I don't. Let's check out the Go chart over here. Yeah, it's climbing back up. And I do believe that Dire's gotta actually start trying. The game score is 21-21. Towers are very, very even in this game. And they're up against a Stealth Assassin and a Morphling. And a Venge, which by the way is a very, very good late game support. And a Queen of Pain. Ooh, that was a good silence, man. That was a good silence by Bode. And they got killed. I got a kill from that. Bode. Bode. Trying to say that with a very European accent. But I can't because I'm Asian. Anyways, as I was saying, the Radiant might be in a little bit of trouble. Sorry. Dire might be in a little bit of trouble. Seems like Dire has made a 0 attempt to get that Roshan. Very easy to smoke in and get it. But it's okay. Now that I said it, Roshan will no longer be undetected. Now everyone will be sending 8 crows to check every 2 seconds. And of course, same thing like what happened last time. Was this the Venomancer player from last game? I think it was. I think it was. Where the entire team was pushing and it was farming jungle. Finally, Drow Ranger is going to come and assist the push. Not that they really need a Drow Ranger, to be honest. It's Lycan Daddy with his woes. How do we not have Sentry Wards literally on the ground? Who's been buying detection? No one. There is a dust. But that's yep. Yeah. They had 1 Sentry Ward on the push. I don't think that worked out. Oh, Lycan. When do you see a Lycan running from SA, man? That should not happen. That should not happen. For people that are out there that have similar experiences being completely trolled by a Morphling replicate, one very quick way to find out is to look at the minimap. The replicate will share the same color as the Morphling, so in this case yellow. So Poppers play for farm, bro teams play for throne. Okay, Mr. Lycan, who's been getting ganked in the jungle all day long. Okay.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I do believe Radiant has weathered the storm. That early game push, and if you guys forgot that early game push, it was like 1 tower down, 2 tower down, and I was like, they could even go for the high ground. That kind of push. It was pretty insane. And they weathered it, and they weathered it, and they came back. And unfortunately, the item choices, which I should have been talking, I can't believe I didn't talk about item choices so now. The item choices on the Dire side, not really too helpful. For example, Leshtree either go for Force Staff or Ghost Scepter. Both of them decent against Rikimaru. In fact, he's not going for either, which do explain his name again. Name very applicable in this case. I might even say Storm Surge if you're not farming well. Nah, I'm gonna retract my statement before I even say it. I was gonna say Storm Surge, go for a Force Staff, but that's just Luminous being Luminous. I would go for Force Staff even on on Shadow Blade, so you know me. You know me. What they really need to go for is a Mud of Effing Gem. That's what they really need to go for. Or else, you know, stuff like this happens. There's a dust. Okay. Alright. Wow. That's some pro. That he tried a medallion. In fact, he just TP Shackle Shot. Are they gonna get it? They are gonna get a kill. Damn. This is time to push. This is time to push. Go. Go. And unfortunately, Rikimaru's has got no buyback. And we talked about this before. The Radiant size got really no good counter push. I guess they do have Acceptor Queen of Pain. Why does Queen of Pain have not checked her? Why does she have Acceptor into her Orchid? You gonna silence Lycan when he right clicks you or what? Come on now. The Hex. Oh, there. That is the mid lane down. And I think you could blame that on Ricky not having buyback. And he clearly had enough go for buyback. Oh, Queen of Pain carrying it up. But not enough. And Lycan is just eating people's head alive. And if you could allow him to freely right-click on this, yeah, Descalator is the best item he could have gotten. Because damn, that is a lane of racks dead, and they didn't even lose anyone. Now we got a next set of item being finished. Manta is done. BKB is done. Hex is close to being done. We have a Bloodstone done. Yeah. Radiant. Radiance. Lol. That's that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is not what happened. This is what happened when the carry don't save for buyback. Yeah. Aptly so. Butterfly on Morphling. I guess. Yeah, I guess. Not too sure. Yeah, I think Butterfly would be. And Buyback is the item to get. No, you have Aegis. Yeah, go Butterfly. Go Butterfly. Get that Eagle Horn. No, actually, yes. Was retracting my statement as he purchased the item. Yes, get the Talisman Evasion first. Even though he had to go for the Eagle Horn. Getting the medallion is simply more important. 25% evasion against 2 physically right-clicking people. Very, very key. And we are approaching a stage of the game where Ricky Maru becomes somewhat useless. Generally, in a situation like this, a late game extension item for Ricky Maru is BKB, because enemy generally by the time, by this stage of the game are picking up a lot of, they're focusing you with every single stun, and they're picking up hexes. But in a situation like this, is actually pretty odd. BKB will in fact not help you at all, because you're up against a lot of physical damage, Drow Ranger and the Lycanthrope specifically. So it makes picking up item a little bit rough. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I think Abysmal Blade has a place in this game. You still want BKB. I'm not sure if it's a BKB into Abysmal Blade, Abysmal Basher into BKB back to Abysmal Blade. I don't know. I do believe Abysmal Blade has a place in this game. Physical Bash will go through Magical Immunity, so it will hit through BKB. Of course, that 2-second stun. Here we go. Big team fight happening now. Oh my goodness. Ricky cannot be the first one in team fight, because this is what happens. He dies. He cannot be the first one in team fight. And Kupo dies. That's 2 people dead. And Lycan, forget the Morphling. Just go for the Raxes. Forget the Quap. Okay, fine. Get the Quap. Really, it don't matter. Yeah, I think Queen of Pain will have Sonic Way up very, very soon. Thank God for her Aghanim Scepter. I still have no idea what this orchid is about. She would not have issue for mana regeneration after Ag Scepter already. Are we serious? Are we gonna back off like this? Lycanthrope, my friend. Okay. Is Sven been AFK? Is Sven gone? I don't even know that Sven's gone. See, I mean, that's what I mean. The hero's not even... He's been gone for 20 minutes, and I don't even know, because it's pretty useless, even if he's here. Nah, I think, 2-second stun's always nice, but... But he's not passing the go to his team, right? Oh, he's reconnected! Oh, damn. Alright, here's Sven re-carrying the game. Oh, wait, he's only level 10. So the game for the past couple of minutes has been very 4v4, if y'all know what I'm saying. But now it's really 5v5 because Sven is back, obviously. Sven, Sven's so rich. Yeah, the best time to pop a smoke is actually when the creep wave is right in front of you. That generally is how LGD does it. And eHome and all those pro-Chinese teams. Anyway, what I'm needing to say is that Dire need to get a damn gem. And if they could pick off Ricky, or if Ricky's... Oh! What? Is this really MithTrust versus Orange? I already called the Radiant side MithTrust, and this is Orange on the Dire side getting some buyback. And yeah, that's pretty low. That's pretty low. And this is really MithTrust versus Orange, because it was a 4v5 as well, with Sven DCing it up. And Ricky got a kill. Yeah, they got a lot of kills, to be honest. But this is what you call a pick victory, because though Mata, he lost the racks. Actually, do they have buybacks? Do they have buybacks? Because if Radiant don't have buybacks, or excuse me, if Dire don't have buybacks, they could just go for a throne, right? Can we? No, we have 7 charges on earn. Kupo, start earning it up, my friend. Everyone should be like half health right now, and you should be pushing mid. Oh man, that's 7 charges. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. That was a low blow, guys. That was a low blow from Dire side. That is a low blow. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why Ricky is a very semi-carry by every sense of the word. I still don't think that the Ricky should be the first person into the fight. It should be that very useful Sven. He should be the first person in the fight. Take the stuns, take the damage, and then follow up to be, you know, the AoE nukage of the Queen Pain, and then the Ricky should come in. Because, you know, every nuke fly right from the get-go. And if Ricky tanks a lot without a Black King bar, that's pretty painful. Right, seems like Dire is alive. Storm Spirit is going for a... Why? What's with everyone trying to go for... Is that Lincoln's or is that Bloodstone? I hope that thing better be a Bloodstone, because Lincoln's is not good in this case. Now, when I say not good, I don't mean like bad, I mean like suboptimal. To be honest, I would be getting BKB, but don't matter. Uh-oh. Dude. That's low, guys. That's low. I wonder how the game would have been if we had a non-AFK Sven. If we had either a Veil of Discord or a Hex on a Queen of Pain instead of that Orchid. And if Ricky would not jump in. Not sure whether it would have made all of the big difference, to be honest. I think that what really killed the game was... Oh, look at that Sven. Man, he was able to do at least like 600 damage to a Storm. Jesus, bro. If I have to say one thing that lost Radiant the game, is because Ricky died and he didn't have buyback, and they just lost the mid-racks like that. And then with the mid-racks gone, it was just a lot harder. But I don't really want to blame the Ricky, is because the Ricky was the one that put them very, very far ahead in the first place. So, you know. So man, we're getting some very good games. Generally, when I coach, it was like it's either a one-sided ownage and just not much to talk about. But you know, 33-33, swinging games, kind of very, very fun to watch. Very, very fun to watch. Of course, the game is not over yet, but I mean, never really seen. I mean, out of 6 or 7 years of playing Dota, I think I beat like Mega Creeps like twice. And I don't think we have the heroes to do it. Don't think Morphlings like here that could beat Mega Creeps. You have to have a melee hero that and a battlefield at the very least. Vengeful Spirit is having a lot of GG branches. I think she's trying to write something.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Is she? Well, she better do it quick, cause her throne getting killed. Okay, is that an L? That is an L. I? Is that an I? No.
Roshan
Use that chicken! Use it to deliver your GG branches! LU? LU. What?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
If you're gonna make me put my camera over you for 10 minutes so you can spell like lucky or something. What is this? Oh, he's clearly writing Luminous. Okay. I was thinking, what the hell starts with L and U? Because I'm definitely not egocentric enough to think that he was writing Luminous. Yo, if anyone kills that Venge while she's writing that, that is messed up. Yo, that's a really long I. And you know what they say about people with long I's in their name? It also corresponds to some other long things. That's right, y'all jelly. Very well played, very fun.